first unexpected move is the Kyrie effect, a math equation that lets me hit any shot. Carry the one, control all your variables, and your outcome is undeniable. The answer is game. Math. What? It's the Kyrie effect, a math equation that
E equals
a math equation that lets me hit any shot.
What's good, everybody? Trey with Kickgenius back in the studio to give you my final thoughts over Kyrie's second signature shoe with Nike, the Kyrie 2. So without further ado, let's get into it, starting with the traction. The traction on the Kyrie 2 has to be some of the most versatile traction I've ever played in. Of course, clean floors, you're sticking like glue, but even on more dustier settings or even outdoors, I still had adequate traction and coverage along the outsole to make any type of move and still be supported. The traction on these is A1, top 5, dead or alive if shoes don't even die, so it's like, shut up, dude. Nor are they alive. What? Another feature to note in regards to the outsole, which I feel like is what separates the Kyrie 2 from any other shoe, is the shape of the outsole. You'll find an outrigger in most basketball shoes right along the medial side of the toe box area, which adds stability for stops, starts, and plant. Now on the Kyrie 2, you have more of a rounded outsole, which is gonna give you more of a fluid ride. Now I feel like this complements Kyrie's game perfectly. So if you're a guard that's grounded, kind of dancey, you know, ground play is your main priority, then this is gonna complement that style very well. However, me personally, I find myself jumping a lot, and trust me, you can tell a difference when you rely on that support from that sturdy plant to really thrust yourself into the air. And I'm not saying these can stop me from jumping, of course, you know what I'm saying? I can still catch a body, you feel me? No, but seriously, I do prefer a little more stability, but others may not. So that's why I wanted to kind of detail each side of the story, because, you know, it comes down to preference. Whatever complements your game, then that's what you should go with. Now, as far as the midsole goes, These are pretty stiff under the foot, I'm not gonna lie, which, you know, even though I've been having a few knee issues and I would have liked some more cushion, the lack of cushion is not necessarily a bad thing. Think of it like this, it's sort of like a race car versus a luxury car. The Kyrie is the race car, built for speed, no hydraulics, rigid. It's built to be firm so there's no lack of acceleration or drop in responsiveness. Personally, I would have loved a more slightly balanced ride because at the end of the day, I don't feel like the beneficial difference between a really firm setup and a really cushioned setup outweighs the beneficial difference between a really uncomfortable and possibly taxing on the joint setup and, you know, versus a really well cushioned and comfortable setup. So basically, I feel like making a more comfortable setup is more important than having a speed driven setup, just because most of your speed gains are going to come from things outside of your hoop shoe, i.e. training and things like that. Now, don't get me wrong, the firmness does play a part, it does play a small role, but it's not that important. Not in basketball anyway. Now, if we're talking, you know, track, sprinting 100-meter dash, then yeah, you want some rigidity. Maybe a shoe that doesn't even flex, honestly. But hey, like I said, there's a shoe for every style of play, every performance need. I feel like if you're on the extreme side of an on-the-go guard, you really don't care about cushion, you just speed, then hey, you may be looking at the right shoe for you. Now, let's move to the upper of the shoe. Another feature I wasn't too fond of. Again, it's just too stiff. The only reason materials like hyperfuse, textile mesh, etc. are even relevant is because of the price point. Yes, it gets the job done in regards to containing the foot, but it doesn't do it comfortably. And that's what it's about, being comfortable in your hoop shoe. If you ask me, there's too much technology out there to be settling for hyperfuse in 2016. Even if we're talking, you know, outdoor play where materials need more protection, more durability. Kobe 8 a few years back used engineered mesh. So it's like, you know, what are we really doing right now? You can check videos of where me and Jay Jones hit the track, you know, outdoors track where it's just complete asphalt. We hitting rounds of insanity. To this day, they're still holding up those Kobe 8s with engineered mesh. You know, just a few strips of hyperfuse around the toe box area. The rest just engineered mesh. Is soft material. We're still good outside or indoor. Let's step it up. And like I said, I know, I'm not griping. I know materials come at a price, I promise you. I know these things. But if they really wanted to use, you know, at the least engineered mesh at the same price point, they could, they can. And it's Kyrie, man, don't hold my mans. And Nike, I know you already, you got the Kyrie 3 done. I know you do. The Kyrie 4 though, you're brainstorming, go ahead and trash all that shit. Hey, hook my man Kyrie up. He's nice with the rock, he's extra nice. He has the sauce right now, you know what I'm saying? Don't hold my mans. If you ask me, he deserves one of the best basketball shoes on the market for, let's shoot for 2017. Don't hold my guy. Now, to wrap everything up, the shoe does fit true to size. The overall fit, in my opinion, is decent. Again, the materials are gonna play a part in that, you know, if the materials are too stiff, they're not gonna contour around your foot and give you a complete one-to-one fit. But the strap does help bring your foot back, lock it into the heel. One thing I don't like is the way the tongue juts out into your ankle. Other than that, I think that does it for the Kyrie 2. You guys know how we rate our shoes. It's really simple and to the point. The shoe is either trash, it gets the job done, which is where most of the performance kicks land, or it's really exceptional and it gets the Kickgenius stamp of approval. So the Kyrie 2 coming in at a price point of $120 gets the job done. Now lastly, I just want to thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the testing portion of the video. Hopefully you came out a little more knowledgeable, a little more informed on what's on the basketball market right now. Be looking out for upcoming performance tests, sneaker news, reviews, training videos, just everything by subscribing so you don't miss. Other than that, I'm gonna get out of here. It's Trey from Kickgenius, and I'm out. Uh-oh. It's crazy. You lucky. You lucky I'm gonna get wild right now. You crazy.